Hi, it's Pastor Anderson of the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship, located at 9621 Six Forks Road, Raleigh, North Carolina, 27615. We're exit number 11 off 540. It is here at the Fountain that we believe God's blessings never stop flowing. Visit our website at thefountainofraleigh.org. Today is Saturday. It is Satisfaction Saturday. I don't know about you. After seeing all the goodness of God, going through Easter weekend, this week following it, I am so satisfied because I can find in God's word how God promises he will always be with us. It is in Luke's Gospel, the 24th chapter, verse 13. It says, the same day, two of Jesus' followers were walking to the village of Emmaus, 7 miles from Jerusalem. This is a very pivotal passage because it lets us see it was almost a week ago that after the resurrection, two disciples are leaving the holy city, going back where they came from. It is so important because when you read this passage, it begins to let us know how satisfied we're knowing whenever you and I are down and out, whenever we feel disappointed, whenever we feel like we need someone to hear our troubles. These two disciples are now leaving Jerusalem, the place where the temple was, the place of God, going back to Emmaus, the place in which they've come from. As they're walking, somebody walks along with them. That was very common in their day. When you're taking a walk, for someone else to just walk up beside you. But in our time of social distances, you got to make sure nobody is too close to you. And that is somewhat similar to what's going on in many of our lives. We have distanced ourselves from each other, and we have almost distanced ourselves from God. Some of us need to realize it's a time for us to get closer to God. These two disciples are walking. Jesus walks up with them and he listens to them. After he's heard enough, he said, what are y'all talking about? They said, you must be the only stranger in Jerusalem. Didn't you know the one who we believe was going to be the Messiah was crucified, was buried? There was a rumor that he had been resurrected, but we haven't seen him. So they walk all the way with Jesus. Jesus fills them up, tells them all about the Old Testament, all about the prophecies of the Messiah coming. Then they get to Emmaus. Jesus sits down to eat with them. He was about to go a little bit further, but they asked him to please stay. It was then when they sat down at the table with Jesus. Jesus took the bread in his hand and broke the bread. It is then their eyes became open. It is amazing in our brokenness. When our brokenness are in the hands of God, things open up. In the midst of many of us going through broken periods, we can be satisfied in knowing Jesus walks with us and Jesus sits at our table. And when he sits at your table, he not only gives you all that you need by way of natural sustenance, but he also gives us the spiritual vigor to know that he'll never leave us nor forsake us. My brothers and sisters, ask Jesus to stop by your house. Ask him to sit at your table. And then it will all open up and become new and real to you. And then you will have enough strength to go on for the next day. God bless you. Be satisfied in knowing that Jesus will walk with you and he will sit at your table. Thank you so very much for your prayerful support and all the things that we have done in ministry to help so many others. We encourage you to please remember to sow a seed. We sow seeds in more ways than one. We can tangibly sow a seed into this ministry by going to thefountainofraleigh.org and click at the donate button. It is from there you can safely and securely give through PayPal, or else you may use the Tithely app. We thank you so very much for your generous support in times past, and we thank you for your present support and what you will do in the future. May God richly bless you exceedingly and abundantly above all that you're able to ask, say, or think according to his power at work in you. God bless you.